The Breeders' Cup is back at Keeneland this year, which makes it a different handicapping exercise than when it's run in California. Shipping and acclimation issues are off the table, but trip issues are in play in a big way. For the tables that follow, we only use the last 5 Breeders' Cup runs in Kentucky. As usual, a top is defined as more than 1 point better than the horse's previous top, a pair as within 1 point either way of that top, and an off race as more than 1 but not more than 4 points worse, and X as worse than that. As is generally the case, grass horses, which bounce around a lot less than dirt horses, have been more likely to pair their tops or run a new one. Note that almost half the dirt horses have run X's. It's the end of a long year, and many just don't fire. The group that runs the fewest X's are the foreigners. Over half have either paired their top or run a new one. The issue that is specific to Keeneland is that for some reason the main track is a mile and a 16th around. That means that mile races on both surfaces and the mile and 16th on dirt will have very short runs to the first turn. And in the dirt races at those distances, they will also use the first finish line, which means closers have to start their moves going into the turn and lose ground, or risk getting caught in traffic. Post position and running style will be hugely important, and there will be 3 and 4 point ground loss differentials between horses that get an inside trip and those that get hung wide. That means early speed will be even more of an advantage than usual. But all of this presumes, of course, that inside is good. There have been Breeders' Cups, plural, where the rail was dead. And there was a dead rail at Keeneland just last week, so it bears watching. As usual, it will be important to keep an eye on which barns, and at least one case, which owner, are firing and which are not. The trainer studies that follow are just for those same 5 Kentucky Breeders' Cups, and there are some surprising results. Many trainers have multiple entries, so there'll be information to process as we go through the 2 days.